Hey everybody, this is Hugh Marder. Sorry I've been so inactive. Summer, you know how summer is. I'm, in fact, still a teenager, not quite in college yet. I am a junior. And, the fact of the matter is, summer's just busy. Summer's really busy. So, I mean, I haven't been very competent. I wonder if that's the best way to put it. I haven't exactly been competent with my upload schedule, and I get that that's disappointing. Well, I mean, that's disappointing for, well, me, hopefully. I'm supposed to have standards. But, I just figured I could pump out this quick video and maybe it'll start a rhythm. I don't know. So I recently learned something new about the nuances of the highway. I'm really just saying this because on one hand it seems kind of obvious to me in retrospect, but on the other hand, I didn't know it for a while. So, I mean, I think it could just be a safe bet to throw that into the mix. Just throw this information out there. So, yeah, I recently went to Louisiana. It was a whole thing, but one of the big things I learned, I was on I-10. That, I believe that's 3 to 2 lane on the way to Louisiana. 3 lanes or 2 lanes. The right lane is always supposed to be the most congested lane. That's because everybody's getting on and getting off. That's pretty simple. That's where all the ramps are in America. And I mean, from what I remember of Iceland, that was true of Iceland as well. So, I mean, there you go. I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to actually formulate on what the British people, how their highways might go, or if they even have them. I believe they don't. But the point is, excuse me while I collect my thoughts. Right. The right lane is theoretically where it should be most congested. And a hard and fast rule is that the left lane is where all the speed should be happening. There aren't leftwards ramps. Those don't exist. I mean, there are some forks in the road at certain intersections of highways, and that really throws all of these rules into disarray. But for the general stretch of land that you have in a highway, the general straight ahead, left is left. Left is supposed to be the fastest every time. Because I guess it's supposed to be the inverse of the right lane. So if you want to be going fast, you want to be going in the left lane. A common courtesy about going fast, I'm not sure if I've mentioned this or not, is that you have to be going the speed everybody expects of you. You can get a handle on this based on how many people are around you. A good rule of thumb, A good rule of thumb is that if people in the right lane are passing you, you're doing something wrong. You're not going fast enough for that lane. Jeez. Wacky Willie's really turning on me, folks. He's all melty. Good old summer. Yeah, if there's anyone on the right lane passing you, you're not going fast enough in the left lane. This isn't a thing about the speed limit. This is just a fact. For the left lane to be fast, people must be traveling fast inside it. And fast is relative to every other lane. So if people in other lanes are passing you in the left lane, then you or somebody else is not doing something right. If there's some sort of stop, you need to go around them to protect the sanctity of the left lane. And if you're not comfortable with the speed that everybody else has decided on through power of group casualty, that's not the phrase for it. What? My brain is fried. If you're not comfortable with that, then get out of the left lane. You're just being a nuisance if you're not traveling the correct speed, which is fast, in the left lane. That's a breach of conduct. Yes, that's a big thing. Now, in bigger highways, like the I-10 near my house has 6 lanes. It's got 6 solid lanes. Technically it wavers between 6 and 5 because of weird exits and entrances. But the point is, it's a lot of lanes. And something I see a lot is the lane next to the right lane tends to become the most congested there because of a lot of people trying to get out of the left lane areas to their exit, and a lot of people in the right lane trying to get all the way to the left. I figured that was worth noting. That only happens on bigger highways. It's a phenomenon that only happens on bigger highways. And it's really a pain, but it's important that you're courteous in that kind of lane blockage, because otherwise you could lock somebody out of making an exit or an entrance that they needed to make. So that's a big thing in bigger highways. A sort of wall of cars just trying to prevent you, essentially, or making it much harder for you to get to your exit or get to the left lane. And in those situations, you just have to be courteous. You have to be the bigger person, because that's a very important thing. And of course, I think it goes without saying that if you're not either getting to the left lanes or going to the exits, please, God, do not spend so much time in the lane next to the right lane. Because that lane, it really doesn't need people going straight. It's a very congested lane, and we would all be happier if you moved that into a leftward lane. You don't even have to take far left. So I figured I'd just dispense that bit of information. It doesn't go without saying, so it's worth saying. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. I'm working hard on the movie. I was convinced to take that up, and I'm struggling on how to really make it last, because things like this, I just ramble. I bet if you cut out all of the moments that I took saying unnecessary things, you could turn this from like 10 minutes into 5 minutes or something crazy like that. But with editing a movie, you're trying to avoid those kind of big pauses and unnecessary bits. And so I've been working for 3 days so far. I've been working like in total, like 24 hours, 3 days, like 72 hours roughly. That's a better way to say it, even. Jeez. And I only have 5 minutes of edited footage, which isn't good. That's small. And I mean, technically that's a good rate of speed. That means if I put a month towards this, theoretically, I'd have, what, a 50 minute thing. And I mean, I'd be totally cool with stopping there, but it concerns me, is all. I thought I'd mention it. It's slow going. Just trying to set your expectations. Thank you, and bye-bye.